Well, new tonight, one race from Election Day still undecided. The race is for an empty seat on the North Carolina Supreme Court, and it's been highly contested. A major update today shows that the State Court of Appeals sided with one of the candidates, saying that about 65,000 votes should be challenged. WCT's Delaney Tarpley has been following this story for us tonight and also got some reaction from some local party leaders in New Hanover County. Delaney, do you know about how many of these votes are from our area?
Well, Daniela, at last check, it was a little more than 1,500 just here in New Hanover County. That's why both chairs of the local Republican Party and Democratic Party are speaking out about the decision, but they have some very different takes.
It's the election that won't end.
That's one way to describe the race for an open seat on North Carolina's Supreme Court. After all votes were counted, Democrat incumbent Allison Riggs was ahead of Republican Jefferson Griffin by just 734 votes. Since then, Griffin has pushed to challenge about 65,000 votes, questioning the voters' registration and validity of those ballots. To New Hanover County Republican Party Chair John Hinnant, it's a valid request.
He had at the end of election night, he had 10,000 vote lead, and suddenly somehow he became 750 some odd votes behind. And so there's 60,000 voters that need to be inspected.
And one of the largest updates in the battle yet, the State Court of Appeals decided Friday to side with Griffin, challenging those 65,000 votes.
I think it's important that we follow the law, and voter ID is part of the law.
If the ruling stands, the State Board of Elections would ask the 65,000 voters in question to show proof of their identity. If they don't respond, their ballots would be thrown out. Incumbent Allison Riggs has already said she would be appealing the court's decision, a move that Jill Hopman, chair of the New Hanover County Democratic Party, supports. In a statement to WECT, she wrote, quote, "The NHCDP vehemently opposes the unconstitutional, irrational, and horrifying decision by the NC Court of Appeals to disenfranchise tens of thousands of voters 5 months after Election Day. These are the facts. The GOP lost. Period. The end." End quote. In a months-long legal battle that still has an unknown end.
People whose votes have been affected by this decision will have about 2 weeks to update their voter registration and fix their ballots. Delaney Tarpley, WECT News.
A sheriff's